Welcome to your daily stimulus package and second stimulus check update. Hope you are doing well today. Give this video a thumbs up if you support a second stimulus check to struggling Americans. If you are new to this channel, welcome. Consider subscribing now to join this awesome community to stay informed on the latest stimulus updates, economic updates, and financial tips. And if you've been watching this channel but yet to subscribe, you are really missing out. Hit the subscribe button now to stay informed on the latest updates. So in this update, we've got some really big news and some shocking news on the next stimulus package and your second stimulus check. As we already know, the Senate is back today, and Mark Meadows, according to this report from Fox Business, is predicting that Congress will pass another stimulus package before the election. He says he's more optimistic about the possibility of a deal than he was in the past few weeks. And basically, this is not necessarily news for most of us, right? We've been waiting for the stimulus package for weeks. We are tired of waiting for the stimulus checks. And again, him saying this doesn't necessarily mean that this is something new to us, because him saying before the election, this is not specific. We need a specific date and a specific timeline, because this should have been passed a long time ago. People are starving. People need the help they can get right now. Okay, so let's jump right into it. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell and Senate lawmakers returned to Washington from their August recess today. And this is basically after keeping the people waiting desperately for another stimulus package and second round of stimulus checks for a long time. And with hopes of a stimulus package or second stimulus check dwindling, according to this report from Fox News, Mitch McConnell said Republicans plan to introduce a targeted proposal estimated to cost about $500 billion today, and plan a floor vote for this stimulus package as soon as this week. So again, we've been waiting for this vote, but the thing here is that this is a stimulus package proposal that was introduced shortly before they went on break. But the deal right now is that he's planning to vote on it this week, as soon as this week. Now, we don't know when. We're just hoping they vote on this week. The other things here that you need to know about is that he did not specify what the stimulus package legislation will really include, but he said it will focus on healthcare, education, and the economy. So again, we're just curious to see what the full details are as soon as he unveils this. The Democrats have also proposed, they've also opposed developing any Senate plan, so it's likely that they won't really pass this in the House. But we're probably going to see what happens with this new $500 billion that's going to be unveiled today from Mitch McConnell and some Senate Republicans. And basically, the two sides are still divided on the best way to provide some help to the people during this pandemic. And as usual, Mitch McConnell blamed the Democrats again. Again, both sides have been blaming each other, pointing fingers, going back and forth, and we're tired of this back and forth and pointing of fingers. But what's happening right now is that, according to this report, Mitch McConnell said, and I quote, "Working families must not suffer more than necessary because Democrat leaders think the citizens' pain may help their political fortunes, and Congress can and must do more to help." So basically, he's speaking about Congress like he's not part of Congress. Anyways, the Senate will vote and the American people will be watching. So he's basically saying this about the vote that's happening today. And this is interesting because coming from him, the Senate leader, he's saying the Senate will vote and the American people will be watching. The American people have been watching for a long time and saying Congress can, should, and must do more to help. He's part of Congress and he's one of the critical people in Congress. So he needs to understand when he says things like this that there's a lot at stake from him. So basically, people are tired of the waiting, and people are tired of these statements, these blame games from the politicians. And as usual, them blaming each other is something that we already know will happen these days. But the interesting thing here is that he's saying this because this skinny bill will likely not include a second stimulus check. So it's really interesting to me that Mitch McConnell is making these statements when knowing so well that the people need second round of stimulus checks right now. And this $500 billion that's being introduced today will likely not include second round of stimulus checks to the people. And according to this report, the White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows on Tuesday today predicted that Congress could pass a new stimulus package before the November 3rd election.
despite the month-long of impasse in negotiations between the Trump administration officials and the Democrats. So basically,
we really wanted Second Star to the Right to be the place.
But we want to know when it is going to be passed, not all this talk. So here's what Mark Meadows said. So he said, "There's more that we agree upon than we disagree upon." He also said, "I think it's time we put politics aside, pass this stimulus, and allow it to go to the president's desk." Let me know your thoughts about this in the comment section below. And he also went further to say, right now, the stumbling block is aid to states. Like we already know, the Democrats have pushed for more than $900 billion in new aid for states and municipalities, some of which will have to cut services if they receive no more assistance. I talked about that in the update from yesterday. So the White House has said that cities and states run by Democrats want funds to cover for financial mismanagement before the pandemic, and they've offered no more than $150 billion. So they want to offer states and cities around $150 billion in new funding in the stimulus package, but the Democrats want more money for states and local governments. Again, let me know your thoughts about some of these in the comment section below. So let's talk about this other report from Fortune. Fortune just reported that Congress will likely ask a second stimulus check. And this is according to a forecast from Goldman Sachs. So Goldman Sachs is this big financial institution, and they predicted that we may not be seeing the second stimulus check. And the reason for this is that the latest push, the latest job report that just came out on Friday is showing a good sign in the economy overall in terms of the jobless rate. So according to this, on Friday, the jobless rate dropped from 10.2% in July to 8.4% in August. So this sounds like progress in the right direction. Yes, we want progress, but this further indicates that there's a strong likelihood that the second stimulus check will not be coming. So this article points out that the strong job reports is making it less likely for Congress to be generous with the next economic stimulus package. So this is just to say that I'm not saying there will be no stimulus checks, but this is just a report from Fortune, and just to bring it clear to you so you know what's going on out there with the second stimulus check and what's being introduced in the Senate today by Mitch McConnell. And
again, let me know your thoughts about this in the comment section below. While we wait for Congress to finalize the next stimulus package, you may have to pick up a side hustle or a side gig to get some cash or make some extra money from home. Be sure to check out the video on the left to discover the one-of-a-kind website that pays you hundreds to thousands of dollars to just read out loud. This is a free, simple, and exclusive side hustle, and in this video, you'll discover the step-by-step process to get started today. And if you want the best-kept secret to increase your credit score fast, check out the video on the right. Don't forget to help others find this video quicker by liking this video and sharing it. And also, be sure to subscribe now as we track the latest progress on the next stimulus package. See you in the next update. Be safe and thank you for watching.